you added a reference to a class library in Lesson 1.2. In this lesson, you'll create a brand new class library of your own. To begin, open Visual Studio. Now you're going to create a new class library project. To do this, click File, New Project. Next, click Visual C# in the left-hand pane and click Class Library in the central pane. In the name box, enter Encryption Library. Now click Browse, navigate to your sample files folder, and click Select Folder. Then make sure that Create Directory for Solution is ticked, and click OK. Your new class library project is created and automatically opened. You're going to use this class library to encapsulate the encryption code that you wrote in Lesson 3.2. You'll notice that a new class library comes with an automatically generated class called Class 1. The first thing you're going to do is make this class static and rename it. Change the line Public Class Class 1 to Public Static Class Encryption Functions. Now right-click on Class 1 in the Solution Explorer, click Rename from the shortcut menu, and type encryptionfunctions.cs. Next, you're going to add a new method to your class that will encrypt strings. Add the following code to the encryption functions class. Public static string encrypt string 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 to encrypt byte encryption key byte initialization vector. Next, you're going to copy the encryption code that you wrote in the Textland project. Open the Textland project from your sample files folder then open the code behind file of encryption.aspx if it isn't open already. Copy all of the code from the button encrypt click event handler. Then return to the encryption library project and paste the copied code into the encrypt string method. You'll notice that there are a lot of errors in this code. You're going to fix these next. First, add the following using lines to the top of the page. Using system.security.cryptography using system.io. Next, remove the lines that begin string encryption key and byte encryption key. These values will be provided by the method's arguments, so this code is no longer needed. Finally, you'll need to change the code so that it encrypts string to encrypt instead of textbox encryption.text. Replace the first instance of textboxencryption.txt with string to encrypt, and replace the line textboxencryption.txt equals encrypted string with return encrypted string. Your class library now contains a method that is able to encrypt a string. You're going to make use of this class library in the next lesson. That's lesson 4.5. You might be wondering why it's useful to create a class library. A class library is only really useful when you want to share code across multiple projects. Class libraries are often used to store useful functions so that every member of a development team can use them. Close Visual Studio now, saving your changes if prompted. And you've now completed Lesson 4.4. Create a class library.